Well, good evening, Spartan Nation. Spartan football is on the air again on Friday night. This is Bill, the Big K Cather, and I'm going to have the privilege and honor tonight of helping a little bit with statistics and commentary, and I'll be turning it over here in just a moment to the golden voice of McFarland Athletics, Mr. John Wells. And again, we hope to make this telecast as entertaining, informative as possible for your viewing pleasure this evening. Tonight's opponent, the Blue Devils from Evansville, coached by Garth Coates. They are currently, I believe, 1-1 in their 2-game stint so far this year. Facing your McFarland Spartans tonight, coached by Mr. Paul Ackley, 0-2 on the season. They both have a common opponent. They both have been defeated by Monroe. Evansville lost 40-24, and your McFarland Spartans were defeated 22-6 in their first home game this year. So it's just a little introduction to tonight's ball game, and as we're getting ready for the kickoff here, I'm going to turn it over to the golden voice of McFarland Athletics, Mr. John Wells.
Hey, Bill, great night for football here. This is the 433rd.
Braunschweig, 6'1", 180-pound sophomore returning that punt or kickoff.
So Evansville will mark the ball. It'll be at the 27-yard line, so 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. Now you're going to see both teams throw the ball tonight. Tier Severson, the quarterback for Evansville.
Yep, 22 out of 41 for 409 yards, 3 TDs and 1 interception so far this year, John, for the 6', 2-inch, 190-pound senior.
Yeah, we might see upwards of 40 passes combined here tonight.
Could be a little longer ball game tonight, John, because of that.
So Severson again, number 14, lining up behind him, number 26, Mason Young. He's their top rusher this year.
Yes,
and also looks like number 15, Austin Schofield. Devils. That'll send him back 5 yards. So 1st and 15. Beautiful night here, Bill. We're about mid-50s. The sun is out, and
this is wonderful. Spartan defense. Defensive end, Jack O'Connor, 6'3", 195 junior. Nose guard, Zach Gunderson. We'll mention his name quite a bit. 5'6", 160-pound senior. And other defensive end, Elijah Newman, 6'5", 175 senior. And I'll get to the others in a moment here.
So Severson will make the calls here. Rolls out. Looking, got a receiver open, and it's almost intercepted. Nice defensive play there by number 15 for the Spartans, Gavin Wood.
Boy, that was excellent.
Ball was a little underthrown.
Yep, but full extension that time. In the defensive backfield, I might as well go with that. Cornerback Blair Wood, 5'6", 140-pound sophomore. Safety Gavin Wood, who we just saw make that play, 5'9", 145-pound senior. Another safety, Dayton Gillen, 6'1", 180-pound sophomore, and other cornerback, Aiden Irwin, 5'10", 155-pound senior.
Again, Severson just one back behind him. Rolls out, looking, got a receiver open, in and out of his hands. That was number 18, Trevor Bars, the 6'1", 160-pound junior.
Yeah, Bars so far this year, 3 catches for 98 yards. And again, our statistics that I'm using here all came off Wisp Sports, so they might be a little unofficial, John, but I'm giving you exactly what Wisp Sports has provided us with. So
but they're close.
They would say, John. Again, let me just quick finish the defense. Outside linebacker Eric Anderson, the leading tackler so far with 12 tackles in 2 ball games, 5'9", 185-pound senior. Inside linebackers Ethan Palat, 6'1", 210 junior. And Paul Morris, a 6', 190-pound sophomore. And the other outside linebacker, Matt Armrine, 5'10", 200-pound senior. So that's all the defensive personnel on McFarland.
Oh, look at that. Irwin comes up for it. Look at that. On the run.
Nice job.
Oh. Aiden Irwin, 5'10", 155-pound senior. You got to love it. You gotta kind of have a little edge to you when you're back there as a punt return. Let's take a look at this one again.
Yep.
Low kick, catches it on the run, just straight ahead. Is going to pick up almost 20 yards on the return. So the Spartans will get the ball. Well, they're going to mark him out of bounds. So Going to be at the 43-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 Spartans, 10:07 to go here in the first quarter.
That amount to only about 10 yards in difference between the punt and where it wound up at.
Cooper Kennedy, the quarterback. Chase Quell back for the Spartans, number 33.
Is it going to be Quell again, John? I think they're probably going to pound it with Quell again, needing 1 yard.
Gillen goes in motion.
Yep,
Quell got a hole, walks his way into the end zone.
Yep.
Chase Quell.
You know, and he was not in that backfield in that first game at all. It was basically Dyer and Kuso.
So he's coming off an injury.
Did he play? I don't know if he played last week down in Monroe or not, John.
So a touchdown for the Spartans. Now in to attempt the extra point is number 42, Mason Folk. Good snap, ball placed, kick on the way, plenty of leg, and it is good. Mason Folk.
Done.
Hey, 8:51 to go here in the first quarter. Your Spartans now on top of the Blue Devils, 7-0. Boy, great defensive stand. Turn around, get a good return. I tell you what, Irwin set all that up with that gutsy return.
Boy, for sure, John.
And then the big pass play to Dayton Gillen.
Yep. Okay, John, let me quick get this in. McFarland Cable TV, Channel 982 is a function of the Village of McFarland in producing high school sports as a result of a community survey and fan interest, indicating viewers like you at home, as well as fans in attendance, desire this type of programming. I encourage you to inform your village officials how much you enjoy these high-quality productions. The positive efforts of our McFarland youth deserves to be recognized.
Here's his approach. A nice driving.
I'll tell you, our first telecast, too, how important it was. We actually had somebody call in and mention a Monroe player's name, and he was so very active in the remaining parts of the game. That's very important. So if any of you watching at home want to contact us on any of this, please feel free so we can make corrections as needed.
Oh, big tackle there again. Kyle East, number 54. Gain of a yard. Again, you're going to see Severson go back to the air here. Again, good size on that front line. Laterally, not going to get much. And again, maybe we'll have 9. Good for the first down. Tackle there by number 15, number 15 for the Spartans, Gavin Wood.
Oh, wait a second. Guess I need to be on the right side here, John. That was Alex Johnson. I'm sorry, number 23. Well, it was a nice pitch and catch that time.
Ball out at the 42-yard line of Evansville, 1st and 10, 7:20 to go here in the first quarter. Spartans on top, 7-0.
Right, Johnson is a 6-foot, 180-pound. Jude only carried the ball 3 times for 9 yards coming into tonight's ball game, John.
Evansville appears. Roll out to the right, looking, incomplete.
Oh, I'm going to say very nice defense over there. That time went.
Lost to Monroe and a 33-13 loss to
East
Troy. But again, the Spartans have had to put some inexperienced kids into pretty important positions out there, and you know, between injuries and kids not available to play,
right?
You know, you're going to learn, and you're going to learn in the games. And interesting thing is, you know, you're going to come back here in about 4 months, and you're playing. It's going to bring up 4th down and 4. Will it be 4-down territory for the Spartans? And there's our answer. Matthew Amrine, nice leg on him punting. He's going to put that ball. He can put that ball, was it against Monroe, right down at the 1.
Yep.
So we'll see if he can do that here and or angle for the corner, either way.
You said that was what, like a 60-degree. Replays, everything else. This is just, look at the quality of the picture here. It's just, you guys do such a great job and make our job so much easier. So thanks again.
So 2nd down and 11. Ball carrier going to pick up some yardage. Again, that was number 23. That's Alex Johnson. Going to be well short of the 1st down, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 6. Hey, shout out to Paul Morris. Paul is number 70 tonight. He made that switch actually to a line position, I believe, for the East Troy game. So he is number 70. He's made some nice one-on-one tackles out there. So Paul Morris, number 70, he's just a sophomore. Big play here, 3rd down and 6 for Evansville. Severson going to roll out to his right, complete, whoa. 35, 40, 45, pushed out of bounds just short of midfield. And again, that's Johnson, number 23. He's putting in a big game here in the first half for the Blue Devils. It might be the first time we've seen Severson, or second time where he actually rolled out to the right. But 1st and 10 for Evansville. Ball at the 49-yard line of the Blue Devils. Just underway here in the second quarter.
Boy, I'll tell you what a quick release Severson has. Boy, he just, bang.
I think this is quick. I believe this is his 3rd year as quarterback. There's Johnson, tripped up in the backfield.
Nice pursuit that time.
And I believe that was Kyle East who tripped him up, and the rest of the Spartans finish it off.
Yep, you never stop pursuing until you hear the whistle, John. And that was evident there. Nice gang tackling by the Spartans.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. I remember we're calling Severson's name a couple of years ago, so.
A nice 4 for 4 for 52 yards.
So 2nd down and 4 for McFarland. Gillen in motion from left to right. Oh, well, the ball got stripped, but a penalty marker comes down. And we'll see what this is all about. I guess it's going to be against the Spartans. And it's a hold. Declined. They're going to decline it, so that'll make it 3rd down and 4. Actually going to be third down and 6. So big play for the Spartans as the Blue Devils decline that penalty.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at that, John.
Yeah, they're.
Ought to put them back at around the 13-yard line.
Again, 2 receivers, 3 receivers to the left. Gillen goes in motion. There's that little pitch. Gillen looking for some room. Going to be a nice one-on-one tackle there by number 10, Chase Maves.
Yep, 6 foot, 165-pound junior.
So the declining of the penalty works out for the Blue Devils. It's going to bring up 4th down and 2. Ball is at the 29-yard line, just shy of the 30. 8:30 to go here in the first half.
And you know what, John? Still the issue being ground game for McFarland. Still struggling with that.
Right now, it doesn't look like we're going to punt, Bill. It's 4th down and short. Maybe we'll try to draw them off sides, and we might have.
Oh, my goodness.
We might have drawn them off sides. I can't believe we were actually going to go for that.
My, oh, my.
We'll take it. We will take it. The mark-off moves the ball up to the 34. And that'll be 1st and 10 via the penalty. Now, that is what the Spartans were trying to do.
That was what you would call a huge gift.
But gutsy call, though, if you were actually going to go for it there.
I think they were probably just going to wait, and if not, take a timeout maybe, John.
They did exactly what they were planning to do there. So now here's Kennedy looking, forced out of the pocket. Gets rid of it, intercepted. Right at midfield by number 22, that's Matt Kostrun. Probably a better one for Cooper just to throw that ball away.
Yep, get rid of that thing out of bounds.
Well, the defense is going to have to answer the call here again. 7:54 to go in the first half.
I'm sure the defender that jumped off sides feels a little better now, John.
Severson under center for the first time. Handoff. Young gets some nice yardage, almost to the first down marker. Going to be just shy of it, so he's going to pick up 9 yards. Again, this is the first time we've seen Severson under center.
Yep. Wonder if this can be a little different approach here, although maybe you kind of lull him into thinking you're just going to pound it, and then he's going to pull it out of the kid's belly and throw a long one.
Straight ahead. And that, I believe, is Schofield. He'll get stood up, but they will pick up the first down. Again, you got some pretty big boys up there on the front line to help you out here with that running game.
Yep. I've got unofficially Schofield carrying the ball 6 times for 11 yards so far.
1st and 10 for the Blue Devils at the McFarland 39-yard line. And there's that handoff. Young again. Boy, they're getting 5-6 yards at a pop here. He'll be down to the 34. Give him 5, so 2nd down and 5. 6:50 to go here in the first half. Spartans leading 7-0, but Blue Devils on the move.
All right, Young's 3rd carry for 20 yards so far. We got a whistle, John.
That might be a McFarland timeout, and it is. Had trouble getting one of the players off the field here, so. So 6:40 to go here in the first half. Yeah, it's odd, you look over to that Evansville sideline not to see former Milton College star Ron Grovestein over there.
I mean, he's been a fixture there for, well, can I use the word ages?
I think he was a 2-sport star over at Milton College, and a lot of people don't even know where Milton College, or they even had one, but I tell you what, Milton College produced some pretty good coaches.
Sure as basketball and football, John. Huh?
Yeah, they produced some pretty good coaches in southern Wisconsin over the years, and even our own Craig Howery, I believe, is a graduate of Milton College.
Did not know that. I said, fans out there, I am sitting next to a virtual Wikipedia of sports.
I want to say Craig was our leading scorer here at McFarland in basketball back in 71, maybe.
Yeah, somewhere out in there.
So 2nd down and 5 for the Blue Devils. Handoff. Somehow Young gets away and gets down near the 1st down. Boy, met in the backfield, but eludes the tackler. Again, Mason Young, 5'11", 180, and a senior. Going to be 3rd down and 2 for Evansville. Again, 4-down territory here. Schofield pulls his way forward inside the 30-yard line. Should be enough for the 1st down.
Oh, they're going
back. No, they're going to go back, so it's going to be just shy. So it's going to be 4th down. 4th down and about 7 inches.
And you know what I'm going with, John? Quarterback sneak.
Again, you got that line driving straight ahead. There it is.
Oh, and look at that.
He's going to just
an assist.
Pirouette his way.
Yep.
Down inside the 25-yard line, no question about that. Severson needed less than a yard and picks up about 5. Sticks are going to move, so it's 1st and 10 at the 25 with 5:30 to go here in the first half.
Boy, and they've elected just to pound it. Oh, nice
Had the rush, got a receiver open. He's got room. Going to be thrown out of bounds.
Nice pursuit.
Inside the 20-yard line.
Nice
Again,
job,
that was
Gillen.
Kane Howlett. Yep. Clock stops with 5:22. Gain of 7, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 3. Again, there's a look at Severson, number 14. Here's Young, gets through the tackle again. Gets down inside the 15-yard line, and that's going to be a 1st down for the Blue Devils. So Evansville, the blue and white on a march here.
A little different philosophy that they've switched to, huh, John? This is just called.
Credit to Evansville, though, they can mix it up here. And
3 yards and a cloud of artificial pellets.
Going under center again.
Yep.
Has worked. And they're just able to give Young the ball, and he's just down around the 10-yard line. So, again, picking up 4, 5, 6 yards at a crack.
6 carries, 34 yards unofficially for Young so far. And almost all of it on this drive, John.
Ball is marked at the 10, so 2nd down and 6. We're at the 4.5-minute mark to go here in the first half.
Here's where I almost think that he might put it in somebody's gut, pull it out, and throw the ball.
I think they'll just keep going to Young here. It's working. Back to Young, stood up behind the line, but still.
And again, you're right, and I'm wrong.
Tell you what, Young gets hit behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he does.
That's about 4 times in a row he's still able to get positive yardage.
Yes, sir. I would agree with you.
That's called keep your legs moving, never give up. So,
right.
Going to be 3rd down and 4 for the Blue Devils. Ball is just inside the 10-yard line.
Now what do you think, John?
I think they're going to go back. Yeah, not going to be under center now, so this will open up the field a little bit for Evansville. Schofield goes in motion. Severson looking, got a receiver, intercepted.
Oh.
This is Gillen, and Gillen will bring it out over the 15-yard line. Boy, in and out of the receiver's hands.
That was a touchdown to an
Yeah, let's take a look at this one again. Here it is. Hard thrown ball, but in and out of the hands of number 18, Trevor Bars, and Gillen right there.
Yep.
Almost a face mask on that tackle out of bounds.
That's big, John, because that would have brought him back with an extra point, tie ball game. So.
Fans love it. Fans are on their feet here.
Yep.
3:29 to go in the first half. And, Bill, as we always say, what you want to do now,
don't turn
especially
it over.
when you're going to get the ball to start the second half, is you got to get a couple of first downs here and just move that ball, but don't turn it over.
Yep, no mistakes.
So Cooper Kennedy going to call the signals.
Empty backfield.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
Tell you what, that was over to Quell. That was a floating duck.
Yep.
That could have been an easy pick 6.
I think they got lucky that Quell didn't get hurt. You can see the Blue Devil down on the field. I think both players saw that floating ball out there thinking, I think they both kind of half went for it, John, because they knew a collision was coming up.
Gutsy call for the Spartans, from their own 15-yard line, and that floater, that could have been.
If you're going to do that, you got to get rid of that thing, I think, right away, and make sure definitely that it's forward and not backward. So it would have been a live ball over there.
Trainers and coaches heading out for Evansville. He's up on his knees. And
good. Let me just mention our Spartan sponsors here, because we thank them so very much for what they do for football athletics as well as our school programs. Joe Muting, Edward Jones, Gingerbread House Preschools, Nelson's Bus Service, SG Insurance, Steve Garboil, State Farm Insurance, Jim Hartman, Dan Chin Homes, Ken's Automotive, Washa Construction, Main Moon Chinese Restaurant, Credo Product Development, Quick Trip, Lakestone Properties, Legacy Exteriors, Fairway Independent Mortgage, Team Weber, and Schrammel Realty Group, Jeff Schrammel. Thank you very much, and people, use these local sponsors, and be sure you thank them for their support of McFarland Athletics and the McFarland school system.
Second down and 10 for the Spartans. And again, I don't know if that was tipped. Now, here's the problem, though. Now you've got 3rd down. You've got 3:22. You've got 3rd down and 10. Again,
you're deep in your own territory.
You needed to move the sticks at least twice to just keep the ball for the remainder of the half. But now you're looking 3rd and 10. Again, you don't want to turn it over. Matt Amrine's got a good leg to kick it out of there on 4th down, unless you can get a first down here. But you don't want to turn that ball over. Clock is stopped, so 3:22 to go in the first half. And they're going to hand off to Quell. Hang on to that ball. He's
got
gets
two
back
arms.
to about the 16-yard line. And Spartans are going to have to kick the ball away. So unable to do anything following the Dayton Gillen interception. So 4th down and 9 from the 16-yard line. We're going to be kicking it away. And deep for Evansville, that looks like Trevor Bars. And can't pick up the other deep man there. They're at about their 43-yard line. Matt Amrine, senior, number 6. Good snap. Good kick, but it's going to be returnable. And a good return for the Blue Devils.
About a 15-yard return that time.
And that was Chase Maves.
Yep.
Again, but we've got a penalty marker, so depending on who this is on, if it's against the Spartans, Evansville's going to have really good field position, but I'm thinking it might be on the Blue Devils here. It's going to be block in the back, I believe.
Yep. Well, we almost heard him up here.
Tell you what, you got to like our punt returners tonight on both teams. Just
gutsy.
Yeah, just going up there and getting that ball, and you got to love it. I think punt returns are one of the most exciting things in football.
Can be.
Well, the ball's going to be marked back at the 49-yard line of Evansville, but 2:23 to go.
And I think we're going to see Eric Severson rather than Mason Young running the ball.
Yeah, they've got 3 receivers lined up to the right side here, so we'll see if he rolls right.
Trips right. Well,
and
as
they're
soon as
going to go to Young.
They go to the empty side of the field.
Young pushed out of bounds inside Spartan territory.
Important thing for the Blue Devils, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock, John.
Well, it's going to be at the 48-yard line, so pickup of 3, so second down and 7.
Boy, what a beautiful night. I mean, this is just perfect.
You know, when we went with the spring football, we thought, boy, what's the weather going to be like? But
yeah. Well, and there's rain in the forecast, but I think we're going to get this game in before that comes.
Again, 3 receivers to the right. Here's Severson looking. Got a receiver open.
Nice
this one's going to be a touchdown. And that is Bars. That's going to be a 48-yard touchdown pass from Severson to Bars. And the Blue Devils on the board.
Boy, was that on the mark. 48.
And again, after that turnover, the Spartans just needed to be able to move that ball offensively. Not able to do it. Gave it back to Evansville, and they have cut this to a 1-point game. You got to love the old fancy lineups here on the extra point. They're going to go for 2. Low snap, isolated over here. Like taking cookies out of the cookie jar, an easy 2-point conversion for Evansville. I don't quite know if the Spartans knew what was happening there, but that's Chase Maves on the 2-point conversion.
Right.
And now it is Evansville 8, McFarland 7.
Everybody kind of seemed just kind of standing around as if nobody really knew what was going on. I didn't. I was just looking at the monitor going, I didn't even get a full picture of that.
Gotta like that creativity there. And I wonder if we can get a shot of the Evansville crowd over there. They got a nice crowd tonight. And tell you what, they support their football down in Evansville. And
well, that's what's kind of nice, about the Rock Valley. You get some of these smaller communities and that, John, and
there's that Blue Devil crowd.
Yeah, they seem to travel well, and it's not a real long drive from Evansville. I know it's only about a 19-minute drive from my house to the Evansville Country Club.
Right past Dave's White Rock on Highway 14 there. And hey, Bill, I saw an Evansville football game back in, I think it was 1969 or 70. It was in Evansville, but they played out at, I think it was Lake Leota Park or something back then. And that was when I was living in Monroe. So,
wow,
that goes back a few years, and
I would say so.
That's back. People remember Monroe from the '80s. Being powerhouses.
Wait, you were at a game there in '69, John?
I was.
Was it high school?
High school game.
You were in high school?
No, I wasn't. I was just there as a fan. So 2:09 to go here in the first half. Evansville will kick it off. Nice deep kick. Returned out over the 20. This is Gillen. Dances around. Tries to keep his feet.
Up.
Down he goes at the 31-yard line. So 2:01 to go in the first half. Spartans are going to have another shot at it. And again, like I have been saying, now what you want to do here is just make sure you don't turn the ball over. 2:01, looks like Spartans with 1 timeout, Blue Devils with 2 timeouts.
Or do you think they would ever remember what we did in the first game of the year, the old double pass?
Yeah.
Would you dare throw it in here, figuring that Evansville might think, well, that you are going to do that? Maybe
that
just
that would be a gamble.
I guess what if I were going to do that, I would run on first down to make them think I'm just going to run out the clock, and then. But I'll tell you what, these defensive backs are way back.
Quell just 2 hands on the ball, gets it out to the 35. Evansville's going to take a timeout. 1:52 to go here.
So it looks like they're maybe thinking, hey.
Well, you got a gain of 3. So a second down now and 7. A lot of time on the clock. 1:52.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 1 timeout now left for Evansville. Scoreboard says 2.
John, I'm going to talk a little bit about upcoming sports broadcast schedule here. Saturday, April 17th at noon, boys soccer versus Mount Horeb. Commentary will be by David Harris. Friday, April 23rd, 2 weeks from tonight at 7 p.m., boys football versus Whitewater will be here. Senior night, commentary again by myself, Bill Cather, and John Wells. And the following day, Saturday, April 24th at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, boys soccer versus Oregon. Senior night for the boys. Commentary again by David Harris.
So second down and 7. We're going to have 4 receivers to the left.
Just be careful.
Kennedy forced out. Got to run to the right. Hang on to the ball. Gets out of bounds just shy of the 40. And there's a penalty marker.
Oh, my goodness. And a gift.
Should be a late hit over there. Again,
that's what it looks like.
You know, you can do that when you've got it on your sideline. You know, you do that on the McFarland sideline, and you might not get too much appreciation. So this will go against the Blue Devils. So that's going to move the ball. Should move the ball into Spartan or Evansville territory here.
Boy, that kind of defeats the purpose of what they were hoping to do, their plan to maybe get the ball back again.
Moves it all the way down to the Evansville 45-yard line, 1st and 10. Now all of a sudden you're on the offensive here with 1:44 to go in the half.
Different mindset for the Spartans right now.
3 receivers to
I'll
the
tell you,
left.
The Blue Devils are really dropping deep. Linebackers are good 8-9 yards back.
Kennedy forced out of the pocket.
Needs to be smart.
Gets out of bounds at about the 35. Or correction, 39. Stopping the clock, 1:37. Good choice by Cooper Kennedy.
Yep, he's the leading ball carrier. 3 carries for 31 yards.
Again, Spartans just really struggling this year to get that running game going.
Yep.
But
yep.
Yeah, you got a sophomore out there at quarterback and getting more confidence each game. And
right.
So here's Kennedy, rolls out to his right, looking.
Smart.
Boom,
whoa.
Big hit.
Wow.
Tell you what, that was Young.
That was Mason Young.
But Cooper, you know, you got to get out of bounds.
Yeah, I would say on that, don't be sitting there, just get out, stop the clock with maybe losing 1 yard. And boy, because that's the kind of hit that could take you out of a game.
Look at Young's feet there. You got to love that. That's a football player right there. Check that out. That's So now it's 3rd down. Dyer
and grime, and look at his pants too, John. They're just.
We've got Redkowski. We've got Gillen over here to the left. There's Gillen. 1st down yardage. Inside the 35 to the 34. 46 seconds to go here. There is a little bit of wind, and it would be behind the kick. Spartans are going to need to get at least 15 more yards. Oh, incomplete. He was there, thrown a little bit behind him. Clock stops now with 40 seconds to go.
I've got unofficially Cooper Kennedy 5 for 10 for 60 yards so far in the first half.
Second down and 10. Quell will line up to the left of Kennedy. Again, our 3 receivers to the left, and we've got a jump. So 5 free ones here.
Yep.
Just trying to anticipate that.
Don't quite understand why that is. You got to understand the time and the situation and where you are on the field.
Well, that moves the ball, Bill, now to the 29-yard line. So second down and 5. 39 seconds time on the clock here in the first half. Evansville up 8-7. Gillen will go right to left. Kennedy looking. He's got Dyer. Went down to a knee, though, so the play is dead, just shy of the first down. And that is just outside the 25-yard line, 28 seconds. And we've got a timeout, McFarland.
Kennedy came down just short, John, of the first down?
Just third down and 5, so it's just outside the...
All right.
I'm going to mark it at the 26-yard line. So hey, it's been a great high school football game here.
Yeah. 2 teams that are pretty evenly matched here. And I have to apologize a little bit at times for my stats in that because I'm looking at the same monitor you are at home. The scoreboard has been switched from one end of the field to the other, and the way we are situated, we have a plexiglass shield between John and myself, and I'm facing the opposite end of the field. So in order for me to see that scoreboard, I'm going to have to get up out of my seat, and that's asking a heck of a lot of me. I get awful comfortable here in this chair, John, and looking at my monitors.
I never sit. It's like all day at school. I stand the whole day at school and stand here. And all right, here's the situation. It's actually going to be third down and 2. Ball at the 26-yard line, so Spartans need to get to the 24. Big play here. Handoff, Quell. Going to get the first down, hang on to the ball, down to the 21-yard line, where he's tackled by Matt Kostrun.
That was a nice run.
No timeouts left for the Spartans.
You gonna ground it? Yep.
And that'll stop the clock on the incomplete pass.
John, I'm going to run down here at halftime, I believe. Again, you'll be able to see on your screen the Varsity Palms and Dance squad. I can just mention their names. Joanna Gribble, Carly Landfair, Lexi Klitzman. Oh, my goodness. Wrong side. I guess I had the Evansville dance team.
Here we go. Second down and 10.
McFarland one here in a minute. Sorry about that.
Kennedy looking, airing it out. 7 is there. Oh, incomplete. That could have been 6.
Could have been.
Jacob Simmons got in that one-on-one situation there.
Yep.
Just a little long here. Let's take a look at this.
This is just so neat to be able to see this back on replay, and we can see how close this was.
Real close.
Yep, real close.
Nicely thrown ball by Kennedy. 18 seconds. Now it's third down and 10. From the 22-yard line. If we don't get this, we might see a field goal here. Folk's got a good leg.
Yeah, that extra point was...
A double reverse. Gillen. Still going. Down at the 15, but here's the problem, folks. That's going to run the clock out here for the first half. Unfortunate. That play either had to be 6, Bill, or the half was over. So a nice play for the Spartans, but unfortunately with no timeouts remaining, the clock runs out on McFarland to end the first half. So unfortunate.
Yep.
But it's the way things go. So our half is in the books here. It's the Evansville Blue Devils 8 and the McFarland Spartans 7.
Right, and for your viewing pleasure here, I believe we're going to have the McFarland High School dance team again. My apologies, I'm reading off the wrong side. So the McFarland High School dance team here. Caitlin Ackley, Lillian Bernhardt, Sammy Heckel, Macy King, Sydney Storr, Christy Zhang, and Kamaria McGinn, I believe, will come out here for a little performance again at halftime. And again, John and I are going to step aside here, take a little break, and let everybody just take a little break, get your beverages and other things at home, and we will be back for the second half of action and very enjoyable game on a beautiful evening. So we'll see you shortly.
Hey, we've got a great game tonight here from Lloyd Schneider Stadium. It's 8-7, the Evansville Blue Devils on top of the Spartans. Boy, again, what a wonderful high school football game tonight. Kids out here, the big thing is they've got the opportunity to play. Bill and I had a chance to see the Spartan girls volleyball team play on Tuesday night against Turner for their senior night. And a big thanks to the girls for writing up those profiles so we could share the seniors. We hope to do something similar to that for the boys if we get that information. So
right on the boys' football.
Parents, if you're watching, please encourage your sons to fill those things out. Or I'm sure there'll be something in the program for that, but
we will make sure they all get mentioned. We did with the girls volleyball. And
so, Bill, we were talking about that this is game number 433 in the history of McFarland football. The Spartans 237, 189, and 7. Yes, there were ties for quite a bit of the time. In fact, I believe there was one year the Spartans had 2 ties. They went 0-0 against Oregon one year. That was the opener back in 1966. And again, as we said earlier, the first game ever for McFarland at the varsity level was an 8-6 loss to Evansville, September 6th of 1963. The first win ever for the Spartans in football came in 1964 with a September 11th 21-7 win over the Marshall Cardinals. And that was the year the Spartans went 5-3-1 and actually were the Eastern Suburban champs of the Madison Suburban Conference. So a lot of history I was able to put together.
That's wonderful.
About a year ago I was able to do that, and thanks to newspapers.com, newspaperarchive.com, and such. It was a little easier to do for football because you just look back in all the Saturday editions. And
I really want to remind our viewers, I mean, that's why these telecasts are so special. I mean, not only from the standpoint of the graphics and the quality of the picture and the replays and everything else we do here, but also when you get an announcer like John Wells, that the research that John does and all the extra little tidbits and stories, you never quite know what we're going to come up with. And
most of them are true. Most of them are true.
Hey, you want to know, as long as we have a little delay here, I'm going to do something for the first time this year that I always have done in the past. A tribute to Badger Bill Garvey, who did so much for the school district and band director and everything else. In the absence of the band, I like to do Cather karaoke and the school song. So here we go with Cather karaoke before the start of the second half kickoff. A tribute to you, Badger Bill. Fight for our Spartans valiant, fight for our colors brilliant, fight, fight, McFarland high, don't let them buy you. Rah, 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 hail to our Spartans valiant, hail to our colors brilliant, though odds be great or small, we're victors overall. And it says repeat, but no, I'm not repeating that. Once is enough for you, Badger Bill. Sure, you're looking down on us from the heavens above, and boy, I'll tell you what, I always say you are gone but never forgotten. You did so much for the kids and the community and the Badger program and the Badger band and just your church and everything else. So gone but never forgotten, but a tribute to you, Badger Bill.
So again, you only hear it here.
Yep.
And again, we know the coaches, we know the players, so we kind of personalize this.
Yep.
So starting the second half, ball on the bounce. That's Simmons. And he'll go out of bounds. Well, I thought he was out of bounds, but he tight ropes it out to the 32-yard line. Jacob Simmons, 5'7", 145 pounds. I believe Jacob's going to go on and play some football in college. I think at Carroll College.
I believe that's what you said, John. Yeah.
More trivia. My dad, who played for Monroe in 40, 41, and 42, was offered a scholarship, I believe, to Carroll. And unfortunately, it was World War II also, so had to pass that up. And
no can do.
Great facility over there in Waukesha for Carroll. 1st and 10. Chase Quell Out over the 35 to the 36. Yeah, we had a couple of comments from the first half. People didn't know there was a Milton College that we were talking about earlier. And if I'm not mistaken, when they closed up, their baseball team was in spring training out in Arizona, and all their assets were frozen. And you can still see many of the buildings down in Miltonville if you ever get down there. And
I'll have to do that someday.
I think the city has one, and there's their old gym is, I think it was a flea market or something. And hey, look at this.
Blocking.
Chase Quell over the 40-yard line out to the 43. Young on the stop. There's some good sportsmanship there. Number 32, Gunnar Katzenmeyer helping up Quell. Again, we saw that in the Monroe game, too.
Yeah, I always like to point that out. I think that's so important in these days, all this smack talk, junk, and all that. No.
Young man's family that we pointed out from Monroe was watching the game, and they were
highly complimentary.
Yeah, it was relayed to me how great it was that we pointed out something like that. It's much more than the X's and O's or whatever they call it in football here. So, well, we go back to Quell. Look at this. Chase Quell all the way down inside the 40-yard line to the 37-yard line. He's going to pick up 20 yards. Boy, just when it looked like Chase was stopped, just keeps going. Look at this now. There he goes.
Boy, and a quick acceleration.
Changes direction. Look at him go. And
the locomotive, once he gets going downhill, first half, 8 carries for 10 yards. Second half, 3 carries right now for 29 yards.
5'8", 185. Quell again. Hang on to that ball. Chase gets inside the 35-yard line. Going to mark it at the 33. Again, under the 10-minute mark now in the third quarter. Evansville on top 8-7.
Kind of giving Evansville a little bit of taste of their own medicine when they took the ball right down the field with just pounding it straight ahead.
I'm trying to think, Bill, didn't we score on our first possession of the game? And I think we're coming back right here now and moving the ball right along. And again, you've got a couple of kids on that offensive line that one is a freshman and one just converted to the line. That's number 70, Paul Morris. Here's Quell. Look at that.
Oh, I gotta like that.
That low center of balance.
Yep.
He's going to wind up sneaking his way inside the 30-yard line.
13 carries for 53 yards so far. Taking a little break. Nice job.
Now it is 3rd and 3. We'll see if the Spartans are going to go to the air as Quell comes out. And we'll see. They're looking over here. Wood will be the back behind Cooper Kennedy. This is Wood. Going to get the first down.
Nice job.
Nice job. Good hole there. That offensive line, I tell you.
Doing a job, John.
They are earning their pay tonight.
That's just a phrase, people.
Yeah, we don't want to bring that up because
they're not actually being paid to play.
Who knows what's going to happen to the world of college. Don't even get me going on this transfer portal thing.
Oh, no.
You want to talk about ruining college sports right there.
Yep.
You could literally have a basketball program, Bill, that just takes people out of the transfer portal and then every year has a completely new group.
Absolutely.
Here's Wood.
Well,
straight ahead. Nice one-on-one tackle there by number 32 of the Blue Devils. That's Gunnar Katzenmeyer.
Talking about transfer portal, that's what started to leak down into our high school basketball programs with some of these superstars. Jalen Johnson, kid from Prairie that went all around. There have been some other kids in that, and fine, WIA had to pass some rules about transferring.
Well, I watched some of those games on ESPN. They call it high school basketball, but it's kids from all over the country playing places. And so Chase Quell, the ball carrier, going to get down near the 15-yard line. Yeah, you get your IMG academies and Montverde and places like that. And, and it's like we call it high school basketball. And, boy, I got online and looked at some of the tuition for some of those schools, Bill. Unbelievable. I want to say one of them was like $60,000.
Who's picking up that tuition, John, huh? Not that I want to question anybody on that.
Dirty hands in the pockets of youth. I don't know what. Yeah, I forget which school it was.
I think we used the phrase, "Nuff said."
Here's Quell.
The gut.
Little bit of an opening, but
not much there.
Keith Steislin was there, number 75. Well, we're going to be short now. Now it's 4th down and 1. Now we're going to call it 4th and 2. Ball at the 14. 6:40 to go here in the
Ackley wanted
third
to go
quarter.
quick. He wanted McFarland to go quick, and we're seeing it looks like a procedure call.
And it is. So now you're going to go from a 4th and 7. Looks like we might be trying a field goal here. And they're going to have Matthew Amrine out there to try this one. And it's going to be marked at the, we'll call it 27-yard line. So this is going to be a 37-yard kick with a wind kind of in his face here. So let's see what we can do. Ball placed. Kick is on the way, and that is no good.
Oh, they must use Amrine. Must use Falk just for the extra point.
Well,
boy, he put that first extra point through with plenty of distance. But I know that Amrine's been kicking up to this point.
Yeah, there's a look at that wind kind of blowing.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like it west to southwest breeze. Based on the flag, it's probably at about 10 miles per hour.
Early information I had was a southwest wind, 6 to 8 miles an hour, 57 degrees Fahrenheit, and mostly cloudy skies at the start of our ball game tonight.
This is the first time I've actually seen the flag blowing like that, so it's picked up a little as the game has gone on. This is Schofield.
Whoa.
Fumble! We're on it!
Spartans are on that.
That looks like, is that 57? Or is that?
Yep, 57.
67, I believe. Gunter Switzer. Ball just pops out. Now, you can't ask your defense to do any more here now. They get the turnover for you. Now you've got the ball 1st and 10 deep in Evansville territory. Ball's going to be at the 26-yard line.
Yep.
Got to come out of here with something. Cooper Kennedy. Behind Kennedy is Chase Quell. Fake handoff. Kennedy rolls out. Got a receiver. He falls down.
Hamstring.
That's Gillen, and
he was holding the back of that leg.
Yeah, he pulled up lame there. That would have been.
He went down early.
Yeah, Dayton definitely didn't trip on that. That leg tightened up on him. So again, the incomplete pass. So it's 2nd down and 10, 6:21 time on the clock.
Oh, the question came up on our first home game too. I finally inquired. I said, do they wear tennis shoes or regular cleats or something else? And the answer that I got back, they wear a regular cleat, but it's a little shorter cleat than you would wear on a natural grass field.
And masks.
That was the explanation I got. A protective covering over. Either masks or sometimes there's a little shield they place over the face guard.
And Dayton's up. He's coming off on his own power.
That's good.
Interesting stat here too, Bill. First year of football in McFarland was actually 1962. There was just a sophomore and freshman class at high school, so they played a Frost soft schedule. They were 3-2. They had 10 sophomores and 17 freshmen. Coach then was Ron Bentley. He coached from 62 to 64, Art Dordell, 65 and 66, and then it was 3 men, Bill Rice, Scott Rice, Paul Ackley. 5 coaches in the history of McFarland football.
Yep.
There are programs that have 5 coaches in 5 years.
Boy, a lot of confusion out there, John.
Yeah, 2nd down and 10. Quell. Oh. Well, Quell just keeps going.
You got 4 yards despite the jersey tug.
Stephen Kopecki, 6'3", 305, had a hold of, was like a tractor pull there. Chase is just pulling him, and Chase picks up a lot of yards after the shirt grab there.
That wasn't a tearaway jersey there, John.
No. Who knows how far he would have gone if it would have been.
Yep.
So 3rd down and 5, ball outside the 20 at the 22-yard line. Again, a lot of movement out here for the Spartans as they look to the sideline. At least we don't have anybody holding up those signs like you see in college football.
Trips left.
Kennedy forced out of the pocket, just going to run right up the middle, gets thrown forward. He's going to pick up a 1st down. He should be at about the 15. We'll see where they mark it. Oh. Going to be marked just shy.
Oh, we're going for Cooper's. He must have taken a little shot to the gut or something there. He's kind of bending over a little bit, a little gingerly there.
Well, another 4th down play here for the Spartans. Earlier in this quarter, they missed a field goal. This one they're going to go for.
This is going to be Quell. Yep.
And, a spin by Quell. He gets to the 15. They should give him the forward progress, and they do. He got it, not by much, but he did get to the 15.
Yep, 17 carries for 61 yards.
It doesn't matter if you get it by 10 yards or 10 inches. I mean, you got it.
You are correct.
So 1st and 10, ball at the Evansville 15. 4:30 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Blue Devils with a 1-point lead.
Yep.
Tell you, that 2-point conversion now, Bill, the difference in this game.
Yep.
A hush falls over the stadium here.
As
the Spartans look, it is just eerily quiet right now.
Yep.
Quell spins.
Nice spin, and there's the jersey pull again.
You know, he's got, again, that low center of gravity, and Chase does a nice job. Again, we did not get to see him against Monroe. I believe he was out with an injury. So ball at the 10, so now it's 2nd down and 5. Look at Chase, though. Just nice spin move. And again, boy, the shirt is that jersey.
I'll tell you, he's a load. He gets running downhill, and he can put a little hit on you also as you tackle him.
Chase is a hockey kid.
Yep, yes he is.
Here's Wood. Wood is stacked up and thrown down there by, that's Young. Now again, you're going to be a loss of a yard, so it's going to be 3rd down and 6. Bill, I got to believe, we're going to be 4-down territory here. I don't know if we'll see another
field goal attempt. I don't know.
3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Spartans knocking on the door. Kennedy looking. And that is incomplete. Well underthrown.
Yeah. It's now 6 for 14 on the night for 64 yards and 1 interception.
Now what do you do here? You tried a 37-yard field goal. In this situation, now you're looking at about a 27-yard field goal. So 4th and 6 from the 11.
Do you try and draw them off sides, John?
Well, I think we're going to take a timeout here and think about it.
Yeah. I'm going to say it's time for a Big K reflection, John. I always like doing this, a little Big K reflection. Well, our first game, I reflected on the importance of positively supporting all athletes. Tonight, I wish to emphasize the importance of the words scholar athlete. It is of the utmost importance that students put forth their best effort in the classroom first. That is what will provide them with the essential tools to achieve what they so desire in their future. Athletics also provide many essential tools to advancing students positively, but athletics are a privilege given to those who first perform in the classroom. Appropriate behavior and a good work ethic during the day means that students have earned the right to represent their school in other venues.
Field goal.
The smallest percentage of people ever make a living in professional sports, so remember the proper order and the importance of these two words. Scholar first, athlete second.
There's the kick. Boy, drills this one. And it is good. And that was Mason Folk.
Wow.
So nice job by Folk.
How long was that, John?
I believe that was 28.
Okay.
So Mason Folk. Mason is a 6'1", 165-pound sophomore. And it's 10-8 with 2:49 to go here in the third quarter.
Wow.
So they go with Folk. Boy, that cleared it by what, Bill? Probably 15 yards there.
Yeah, that really a nice.
You know, again, with a little bit of a crosswind here.
Okay, John. So we're sitting at 10-8. Again, a little scoring recap, but 8:52 of the quarter number 1 yard by Chase Quell. Mason Falk with the extra point. McFarland went ahead 7-0. But then in the second quarter, 2:11 left before halftime, a 48-yard pass from Severson to Vars. And then a Severson to Maves 2-point conversion put the Blue Devils ahead 8-7. But now at the 2:48 mark of the third quarter, the Spartans regaining the lead on a 28-yard field goal by Mason Falk. 10-8 Spartans. 2:48 left to go in the third quarter.
So Matthew Amrine has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Nice kick. Fielded at the 8. Spartans chasing him, and down he goes at the 20-yard line. That's Chase Maves on the return, and it looks like Evan Rutkowski. They're on the stop, so Evansville will take over.
Great pursuit.
Yeah, we'll mark it at 21, so 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils, 2:42. Yep. Time on the clock here in the third quarter. If you're keeping track of timeouts, Spartans with 2, Evansville all 3 of their timeouts. Tier Severson, the quarterback here, number 14. Handoff Schofield, good pursuit, pulls a couple of defenders forward. That's Eric Anderson in there again. Also,
Schofield's
Amrine.
8th carry for 14 yards.
Gain of 1. 2nd and 9. Are they going to go back to the air here, Bill? Again, Severson throws a good ball.
Some great pictures again here tonight from our 2 camera guys tonight. BB, Benny Becks, and Patrick Tasty on the cameras tonight.
2nd down and 9. 3 receivers to the left. Here's Severson looking. Got a receiver open. And that is Maves inside Spartan territory all the way down to the 41. And we've got a penalty marker. Now, this could be a defensive holding.
We'll see.
The receiver might have been held.
Yeah, there appeared to be 2 defenders somewhat in the area for McFarland.
And we'll see what it is. Yeah, defensive holding. It'll be declined, so.
Boy, and that was almost about a 45-yard gain there, John. Nice strike. Nice throw by Severson that time.
Yeah, I think it was
nice tight spiral.
37 maybe? 37-yard gain?
Yep.
Ball's at the 41 of the Spartans. Big play for the Blue Devils. See if they keep that ball in the air.
Again, great replay there we've got Andrew, the mastermind, the bearded wonder, Day, and Nick Boom Boom Boucher, both doing the graphics and on our board tonight. Thanks a lot, guys.
This time
replays and everything else.
3 to the right. Here's Young straight ahead. Spins his way down to the 35-yard line.
9 carries for 45 yards so far unofficially for Mason Young.
Gunter Switzer, Ethan Pollitt on the stop. Gain of 5, so 2nd down and 5. Now Evansville gets that momentum going here, and they'll run the ball for, 3, 4, 5 yards a crack, and then they'll go back to the air. So now 3 to the right. Handoff Young. Pulls his way forward. Down near the 30-yard line. Going to be close to the 1st down. They're going to mark it at the 32. So 3rd down and 1. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Spartans leading 10-8, but Evansville on the move.
And I'm going to say that this will be Mason Young carrying this time.
Yeah, tight formation this time by Evansville. Everybody in, and there's Young. And he is going to get the first down, not by much, but he will get to the 30. Again, doesn't matter if it's by 10 yards or 10 inches, it's a first down.
I think I've heard you use that phrase, John, huh? That could
It's
become
not
one
mine.
of our favorites.
It's not my phrase. So.
You don't have a patent on that,
No.
huh? No.
So 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils at the Spartan 30-yard line. Time for one more play here. Unless it's an incomplete pass as we near the 20-second mark to go in the third quarter. They're going to put Maves to the right. Bars comes in motion, left to right. Straight ahead handoff. I believe that's Johnson.
Nice pursuit that time. Nice tackle.
So that's going to be the final play of the third quarter.
Yep.
Just gets a couple of yards.
That was Eric Anderson again. Man, he makes a lot of tackles.
Called
He's
his name a
all over.
lot tonight. He's
Yeah.
a senior out
Came
there.
in
for
as the
Spartans.
leading tackler after 2 games.
So from Lloyd Schneider Stadium, William J. Rice Field, 3 quarters in the books here tonight. It is Friday, April 9th, 2021. If you're watching this in 10 years, you're going to think, why are they playing football in April? It has worked out very nicely,
Guys, put up
weather-wise.
the community service. Put it on the screen. Yep.
So a gain of a yard, and we'll start here 2nd and 9. But again, Evansville on the move here.
Yep. I'm going to make a special Community Service Day announcement now if we get up on our screen. In McFarland here, resolved to get involved on Saturday, April 24th. There it is. Roll up your sleeves and pitch in to celebrate Earth Day by helping to clean up our parks, shorelines, roadways, and public spaces in McFarland. Family-friendly volunteer opportunities for all ages. Volunteers are reminded to wear masks, maintain physical distancing, and dress appropriately for the weather. Visit www.mcfarland.wisconsin.us/Community Service Day to sign up and receive more information. So please, that's a wonderful day for our community to all pitch in and beautify and help McFarland. So hope to see you there.
Here we go. 2nd and 9 for the Blue Devils. Severson going to roll to the right. He's looking. He's got a receiver. Caught. He comes back to catch it. And that ball's going to be marked inside the 10-yard line. That is number 33. That's Kane Howlett. Came back to get that one. Big pass play again.
Yep, just out-jumped Aiden Irwin on that play.
It's got the Spartans back on their heels now. So big play to start the fourth quarter for the Evansville Blue Devils. They've got it 1st and goal. Ball just inside the 10-yard line.
It's about as long as you can go for a first down there, John.
Now they'll pound it away with Young. Here comes Young, cuts it back up inside the 5, and down he goes at the 4.
Nice cut back. Did a nice job that time. He could have turned on the jets and tried to go outside, but he decided to cut it back inside and pick up the 5 yards on the inside.
Defense is going to have to step up here and make the big play again. 2nd down and goal. Under center now is Severson. Hand off Schofield. Nice one-on-one tackle there by number 70, Paul Morris. Another sophomore. Schofield's going to get the ball down to the 2, so it's going to be now 3rd and goal.
I say Mason Young would be my guess, John. Scored 2 touchdowns so far this year. Severson scored 4.
Ball at the 2. Severson's going to score another one here. He gets
Severson,
pushed into the end zone.
Just kind of
Touchdown.
Lowered his body and got pushed in by the backs. Yep, his 5th touchdown of the year.
Blue Devils go up 14-10 with 10:23 to go here in the fourth quarter. Well, let's see what they'll do on the extra point. The last time they went for 2, obviously the only time they went for 2, they lined up everybody to the left of the ball and isolated the remaining players and easily scored the 2-point conversion. So got a hunch they might go there again, or they might just punch it right straight ahead to Young. Let's see. 2-point conversion.
Interesting.
Either
Back
way,
to the
it's still a
shotgun.
one-score game, whether it's 14 or 16. Looking into the end zone, one-on-one there.
Oh, boy. Nice route run that time. Was that bars? Yeah, beautiful route.
Kind of faked a little to the right and then went to the
Yep.
left, and there was no question about that. Maybe we can see that one again.
Yeah, let's replay that. A little dip inside and then went to the outside. Ball thrown right on time by Severson, and no opportunity for the defensive back to cover that. That was a beautiful play. And we get to see it right at the top of our screen too. Turning the defender in and
nice
then
job.
breaking back to the outside. Beautiful route. Yep.
So, 6-2 for Evansville to go up now 16-10. Again, a one-score game still. 10:23 to go. A lot of time to go in this ball game.
Entertaining ball game here, John.
It's been a good one.
I think
Very
both
good
teams
one.
pretty evenly matched here on both sides of the ball in that, and very competitive. These are the kind of games that you like to play in as a kid. Good competition. We've seen signs of good sportsmanship here tonight on both sides. And as well as, I'm going to say, a lot of young kids getting a lot of great experience out here on a Friday night. And so this is going to do nothing but help them when it comes time to go back to playing football in the fall again, right, John? Or I should say in the late summer when you start practicing again. So this is really great experience in here. And I'm just so happy to see, too, that nobody's getting hurt out here tonight and that's – it's just a wonderful experience for not only the kids but also for the fans here and that.
So here's the approach. Apologize to the Evansville fans. I don't know who number 12 is. It's not in the program. This is Dyer. And down he'll go after a short return. So the Spartans will put the ball in play 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line. Dyer never really
got going
on that one. Kind of spinning the wheels. And he had to elude his own man there.
Almost, yeah.
Now the Spartans need to get that offense going here, trailing by 6 here in the 4th quarter. Again, great to have all of you watching us here either live or on tape delay.
Right.
Here comes Quell. And he's out over the 30-yard line. Tell you what, Bill, he's going to get the first down here. Tell you what, Bill, we've had a defensive holding, but I do not know if we've had any offensive holding calls yet tonight in this game. Of course, as soon as you say that, you'll get one. Well, boy, it looked like Quell was going to go down in the backfield. He's still going to get some yardage out of this.
That was pretty remarkable.
Chase, really, you talk about a sense of awareness out on that field.
Right. 20 carries, 80 yards unofficially.
Nice job by Chase. Again, he's a hockey player.
And I can tell you his father was one heck of a tough wrestler when he was in school. I had him in class.
There you go.
As well as his mother in class. Both two very, very wonderful people.
So 2nd down for the Spartans. Let's keep it moving. Retkowski goes in motion. That's going to be a penalty.
Well, you had to jinx it, didn't you?
Yeah, it's not going to be a hold, though.
Are you sure, John?
I think it came much too early.
Well, John sitting there with bated breath, waiting to see if he was correct.
Yeah, somebody wasn't set there, so.
Yep, motion.
So 5-yard penalty. Now that will move it back to the.
And I think that's legitimate. I saw Simmons go over. I think it was probably called on him, and just asked the official what it was. Got the explanation. Nodded his head yes, and good way to handle it.
Ball at the 33 now, so 2nd down and 12 for your Spartans.
Boy, they almost got him to jump again offside.
And credit that offensive line, again, with some new faces there. Here comes Quell. Look at Chase Quell. The bull in the china shop there, I tell you tonight. Keeping that head down, keeping the legs moving. That's old school football there for Chase Quell.
The bowling ball, the locomotive.
Now it's going to be 3rd and 1. Big play for the Spartans here. Quell comes out. He's on the sidelines.
A little breather.
3rd and a yard. 8:15 to go here in the 4th quarter.
Good block.
Wood, hey, got some yardage there. Cuts it up. Going to get out over the 45 near the 48. So nice run there by Gavin Wood.
His 4th carry for 13 yards. He's done a nice job in his 4 carries, coming in spelling Quell just for that one time, just to give him a little breather.
You gotta check that though, Bill. That looks like 16, not 15. That would have been Simeon Pomeranian. That looked like a 16 to me, so we may have miscalled somebody here a few times. Kennedy, he's got a receiver. Oh, he came back for the ball just out of his hands, but a flag is thrown.
We're going to get another look at this, and let's see.
Airs it out. I didn't see any contact.
I did not see any contact at all. We have to be very fair in this telecast and say there was no contact.
I think they're going to wave that. They're going to wave that
I
flag
think
off.
so
I
too,
believe.
because there was no contact at all on that.
Flag or not, you gotta do what's right here.
Yep.
And no, they're going to call the pass interference.
Wow.
Well,
okay.
You be the judge.
Yep. I think we showed that we are very impartial and just report what we see. Correct, John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we may have been calling that as Wood 15, but I think that was Pomeranian.
I'm not sure, though, because in the program, Pomeranian is listed as a wide receiver linebacker, and Wood is listed as a quarterback defensive back, so I would assume that Gavin would have a little better chance of being in the backfield, but we shall see.
Here's Quell. Throws that shirt again, and there's 54
he's
again.
All the way back.
That's how he tackles. He pulls that shirt.
Yeah. Wow.
But hey, it's there. You grab it.
How unusual. I've seen it maybe once in the game with a ball carrier.
Look at that. They're going to have to switch jerseys here. That thing's going to be shredded.
22 carries, 96 yards unofficially. Quell nearing the century mark.
2nd down, ball at the 35 of Evansville. 2nd down and 8, 7:40 to go here in the 4th quarter. Or we like to say sometimes in regulation. And we hear a whistle. Well,
what's up?
Don't know what this is about. Again, a silence fills the stadium.
And this...
Is it a clock issue?
This back judge has a headset on. What would that be for, John?
I wonder if it was a clock issue. Or it was... Yeah, it was a clock issue. So it says 7:32. I think they want 7:15. And it was. So, again.
So maybe the headpiece gets you up here to the booth.
2nd and 8. This is Wood. He's going to throw. He's got a receiver. Complete.
Oh,
touchdown.
Perfect.
Hey, how about that?
Seven.
Jacob Simmons.
Wood to 7.
35-yard touchdown pass. How about that?
Wow, and what a nice pass. And focus on the reception, boy.
Boy, you talk about, right, Bill, focus. I mean, that defender with that big swipe there.
Yep, Bars almost knocked that away.
Jacob Simmons. Now, here's the deal. It's 7:06 to go in the fourth quarter. This is a big extra point now for the Spartans by Folk. We're tied. Good snap, ball placed. Kick is on the way. Plenty of leg, and it's good. 7:06 to go here in the fourth quarter. Now the Spartans back on top, 17-16. Oh, is this a game?
Fun game.
This is a game. We hope you're having fun watching, whether you're in McFarland or state of Washington or...
Yep.
We've got people out east. We got people all over the United States watching us tonight, so...
What's the time, John, left?
7:06.
7:06.
People are asking about the Andrew Day party mix.
Yep.
Unfortunately, due to COVID regulations, the party mix was not allowed.
Empty box up there. I guess he's eating it all.
No, it was not allowed to be brought in. It was confiscated. When Andrew Day came to the game, it was confiscated out behind the press box. So we might have to wait, Bill, till the fall.
I said they Pick and Save got in a full pallet, and it was gone like that. I just happened to get the last box there, so I feel very fortunate. So yeah, we'll see if we can get it in back by next fall or something. Be nice. All right, again, thanks a lot to our staff again here. We have the Queen, Stephanie Miller, Andrew, the Mastermind, Bearded Wonder Day, Nick Boom Boom Boucher, both up here on the board. Graphics and on the cameras tonight, Patrick Hasty Tasty and BB Benny Becks.
So Matthew Amrine to kick off. Booming kick.
Boot.
In and out of the end zone. Again, that wind now, Bill, is a little bit of a factor. That means Evansville's going to be throwing into the wind. And again, it's not a big issue, a little bit of a crosswind, again, out of the southwest. Our field, pretty much a north-south field here. So 17-16, Spartans on top by 1, 7:06 to go here in the fourth quarter. Blue Devils will take possession at their own 20-yard line. Maves comes in motion. Severson rolls to his right, looking, got a receiver open, and that's Howlett. Out over the 30 to the 31. That will be a first down.
Boy, he snaps that ball off quick. He's got a quick release, John.
6'2", 190.
Yeah. Boom.
And Howlett right there.
Yep.
Howlett is a 6 foot, 185-pound junior.
Yep, and so far Howlett on the year has 3 TDs on 5 catches for 88 yards coming in.
First and 10 for the Blue Devils. This time he'll go to the left. Receiver, tip, intercepted! Intercepted! That's Irwin. Hang on to the ball, down to the Evansville 30-yard line. Tip, and
ball.
Caught. Hey, how about that one?
Boy, both of Severson's interceptions tonight have been tip balls. Uh-oh, looks like there must be a... Let's see what happens to the quarterback afterwards. Nope. A lot of conversation on the field.
Now, there's going to be a hold, but I think that might be...
Post-interception?
Yeah, it was...
Yep, after the interception.
So they'll walk it off. So the Spartans are going to probably get it at about the...
40.
Probably back at maybe the... Yeah, it's going to be outside the 40 for sure.
Hey,
42.
The 42. I guess I called something right tonight.
6:25 time on the clock now, 17-16.
Big drive here.
And you want to keep being aggressive on offense here now, too, because you want to control the clock.
Yep. Clocks should be in your favor a little bit. A long extended drive here can almost run out the game.
Well, good pursuit. That by number 33, Kane Howlett. He's playing both ways. Schofield playing both ways. Young playing both ways. Several of the linemen going both ways, too, for the Blue Devils.
23 carries, 97 yards. Quell getting ever so close.
Tell you, that's about as much rushing yards as we had in the first 2 games, I think. So
probably more so, yep. I'm going to say in the first game, I don't think we had more than 15 to 20 yards rushing our first home game.
2nd down and 9, 5:45 now, time on the clock. You just don't want to give it right back to them. Yeah, look at this. This is Wood. Hang on to the ball. He's picked up. Oh, hog-tied and thrown down there by number 64, who we believe, again, was Waylon Klitzman.
5-yard gain, 5 carries for 18 yards for Wood.
You know, I drive by a farm on the way south of Brooklyn. It's the Klitzman farm there. I wonder if that's where Waylon lives. Another interesting fact that only I would know.
Yes, that only you would know, John.
3rd down and 3. I'm kind of a name person, so when I see a name,
It sticks.
3rd down and 3. Again, Kennedy going to look to the sidelines. It's a big play for the Spartans. Time running out. We got to take a timeout. Oh. We're taking a timeout here. That had to be close. We do not have the play clocks in our end zone like you see at the college and the pro level. There are high schools now that do have that.
Yeah.
But that is our 2nd timeout of the half, so we have 1 timeout remaining. Time on the clock is 4:49. It's 3rd and 3 for the Spartans. Ball is at the 35 of Evansville. It is a 1-point game.
Spartans here tonight just trying to break into the win column here tonight, John. I don't know, where do they head next week to?
Next week it's at Jefferson.
At Jefferson, and then back home here for senior night against Whitewater.
Correct.
The Whippets.
Got to get this one here, though.
Yep. We'll give you 2 weeks to find out.
A lot of young players on that Evansville team, especially on their line.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look at those lights up there.
Yep.
Don't know if those are Musco lights.
Explain.
I actually, Musco's a good lighting company. I was out at Angel Park in Sun Prairie looking at the track this weekend, and they had Musco lights. Those are about the best you can get.
Many of you recognize this voice, John, voice of MIS.
Well, he reaches forward, but as he reaches, the ball comes out. Was his knee down, though? They're going to say he was down. That's called trying to get every inch.
Yep.
He's going to be short, but the good thing is the Spartans still have the ball.
Knee.
Yeah, that knee went down, and good call by the official. And again, they're right there. Oh, this is a big one here. 4th down and 1 for the Spartans.
Yep.
Clock rolling. 4:15 to go here in the 4th quarter. The Spartans leading by 1.
Well, this is going to be Quell. There's no doubt about it.
There he goes. He's got the 1st down. He gets pushed back.
No, he's going to be a little short, John.
Yeah, they got to see where they mark
coming
it.
In. That side judge came in from inside the mark. And
I don't know. No, he's going to be short.
Yeah.
Wow, I thought he had it.
I did too from looking at where he ran, but I saw that side judge over there where he came running in from. And
nice defensive stop by the Blue Devils. So now 4:01 on the clock. You've got a quarterback like Severson with a good arm.
Oh, and that was Quell's 25th carry. That would have put him at 100 yards if they would have given him the 1st down.
Evansville with the ball at the 33-yard line. Their own 33. 4:01 to go.
Yep, and we're going to see Air Severson now, John.
Bars comes in motion, low
I think they
snap,
went
rolls to the
early.
right, going to go back the other way. He's got running room over the 40, 45, 50, pushed out of bounds in Spartan territory at the 40-yard line. What a great play call there. And Alex Johnson does the work. Roll right, throw back left.
That was a great call.
Nobody there. Ball all the way down to the 40-yard line with 3:50 on the clock.
That's a big chunk of yardage to get out of the way on first down, John. Real big first down play. Knock out about 30 yards.
10, Evansville. Rolls right, looking. Got a receiver. Oh,
he
just
had him.
either thrown behind Alec Mellenburn.
Yep. Mellenbrent had 2 catches for 20 yards coming into tonight's game. 6 foot 1 inch, 180-pound senior.
Second down, ball on the 40-yard line. Clock is stopped. 3:45. The numbers.
He had him too, John.
Oh,
Just threw behind him.
That play, you come back, chase just short of that first down, and
Well, they stood him up. They didn't allow him to fall forward.
second down. Severson again rolls to his right, looking.
About 8-yard gain, I'm going to say.
Yeah, that to Maves. Down around the 32. Spartan player is down. So official timeout. It's going to be short of the first down. Going to be 3rd and 2. 3:30 time on the clock now. Again, the ball 32-yard line of the Spartans.
And let's see how long this last 3:30 takes, John.
Well, depending on the seriousness of the injury.
So I think we're going to see Severson continue. Although I don't know, John, here. 3rd and, what do we have, 3rd and 2? This could well be a Mason Young run, I think, to get the first down and to keep, because they got to keep the drive going.
And Evansville with all 3 timeouts.
Yeah. Aiden Irwin had to come off the field there. He's been very active this evening.
So Evansville, the whole team went over to the sideline there. So 3rd down and a pair to go from the 32-yard line of the Spartans. 3:28 time on the clock. Severson going to go under center. He's going to go straight ahead.
Oh, and there we go. It's the old quarterback push.
Yeah, and he'll
Is that
get
what we can call that? Not a quarterback sneak, a quarterback push.
You can just, like rugby, just get a bunch of guys, just keep pushing. Got some beef on that line, too.
Yep.
So ball inside the 30-yard line to the 29. Going to be 1st and 10. So we near the 3-minute mark here in the 4th quarter.
Right, that was Severson's 5th carry for 23 yards.
Here is Young. Forced back inside. Tell you, those
Almost lost that ball.
outside defenders doing their job. They forced him back in, but you're right. He almost lost that ball. Clock continues to run. Evansville with all 3 of their timeouts, according to the scoreboard. Ball's at the 27-yard line. 2nd down and 8.
Mason Young, 13 carries unofficially for 58 yards.
So they're going to send 3 receivers to the left. Young will line up to the left of Severson. Severson looking. Got a receiver open. Incomplete. Nice effort there by Bars.
Yeah, let's see it back on replay if we get a chance to see. I think he might have even got 2 hands on this ball. Watch it. No, he only put 1 hand up. He just got the right hand on it. Boy, that's great. Thanks a lot. Wasn't that an excellent replay?
Perfect.
Kind of slowed it down perfectly. Kudos to the bearded wonder, the mastermind, Andrew Day.
Let's see if they go back to
And
that
Nick
one.
Boom Boom Boucher. Both of them on the board here tonight. Thanks a lot, guys. It's wonderful.
This time they'll put Maves to the right. Looking, lot of time. Going to air it out. There he is. Touchdown, Evansville.
Wow. Maves just snuck inside the defender and hauled that in.
2:09 to go on the clock, and now Evansville goes up 22-17. Yeah, Maves, he just came right back, and there it is, and just falls into the end zone.
Yep.
22-17, my guess is they will... It's going to be a one-score game either way, 2 points or one, but I'm going to guess they're going to go for two. And why not? They've been successful on their first two attempts.
Yep.
And they'll put Severson under center. We think they might go to Young here, or the sneak. They do the sneak. They all push him into the end zone. There it is.
Look at that, standing up. He never even hit the ground.
You know, you might as well
push.
run plays now, Bill, where you've got your quarterback and you put three linemen behind him.
Yep.
And just push the ball into the end zone. And now it's 24-17. Blue Devils up by 7. It all comes back to the inches in this game, Bill. Chase Quell just short of that first down.
Yep.
Potentially the Spartans might not have given the ball back to
and
the
John,
Blue Devils.
If you want to go back even more, you're talking about inches or something. What about the score that Evansville had right at the end of the first half in the second quarter, where McFarland, kind of deep in their territory, I thought might just kind of run out the clock, and instead a little error and gave Evansville a little opportunity, and Severson threw that 48-yard pass to ours to give them the halftime lead there.
Hey, we got to apologize here to the Evansville fans. We do not have number 12 listed in our program, and he's been doing the punting and the kicking.
Right, that's the result of our, and unless it gets phoned in or somehow you contact our cable thing or comment on it, that's the only way we would know a difference.
And I can't see that number on the helmet to know if that's something other than 12. We identified a lineman that way earlier, yep. At least we think we did. So here's the approach. John. Nice kick. Short at the 15. This is Dyer. Keep the head down. Gets away. Got some running room. Out over the 40 and out of bounds.
Nice return.
How about that?
Brandon, nice return. 5 foot, 11 inch, 180 pound sophomore. Yeah,
all right, so 2:02 to go here in the fourth quarter. Spartans are going to put it in play from the 40-yard line, so good field position. Problem is McFarland with just one timeout.
You are correct, John.
Blue Devils with all three. Doubting that they will need it unless we score. Kennedy was trying to signal somebody. And that is Dyer. It's going to be a gain of 7, but the clock will continue to run.
I'm still going to say at some point in time, take a look for that double pass, John.
Well, now you got to get up to the line of scrimmage, and you got to get that play called.
Yep, you got to
right
move
away.
Quickly. Move quickly. Yeah, you don't want to burn that timeout yet.
Kennedy forced out of the pocket.
Get out of bounds.
Got a receiver. Hey, that's Simmons.
And he got out of bounds.
How about that? Jacob goes up for the jump ball.
He's down a little bit.
Drilled out of bounds at the 41, but in Evansville territory.
I don't like that. He's holding his left shoulder.
Well, we've already lost Dayton Gillen.
Yeah, and I see that Jay Hansen, our excellent trainer, is heading down there. Take a look.
Luke Schaff, number 1, is going to step out there now. So we've got Dyer and Redkowski to the right. I believe Irwin and Schaff here to the left.
Yep.
Kennedy going to roll to the right. Looking. Got a receiver wide open. That's Redkowski.
Wow.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Clock stops. But unfortunately, a flag.
John, you know what I'm fearful of? What you mentioned earlier on.
Well, it's bound to happen. A lot of discussion. No foul.
Wow.
All right, so here's the deal now. The ball at the 25 of Evansville. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. 1:24, the time on the clock.
3 plays, they've moved almost 40 yards, John.
And again, 1 timeout remaining. And a whistle, a timeout, Evansville. They have all 3. Now they're down to 2. So, hey, this has been a great game.
Great game, and you know what? This would be, hey, kind of nice if they'd happen to tie the score. We go into overtime. I think this is great because we get paid time and a half in a game that goes overtime, right, John? So
we got the easy job here. And
oh, I just got a thumbs up. I guess, no, there is no overtime pay for us. Matter of fact, there's no pay, John.
We got the
We
easy
just
job.
do this because we just enjoy bringing kids athletic opportunities and memories for the kids, as well as being able to allow all of you with COVID, or if you're other parts of America, or even if you're in town, you're sick, you can't get here. Shout out to Brad Minter, probably watching tonight, our old athletic director and McFarland legend in that.
Community service for us, really.
Yep. There are just so many neat things and memories that we can bring to people and recognize our youth here. So special. So we're proud to do this. We feel honored. And
A little
privileged.
confusion coming out of that timeout.
Yeah, I'd say.
Kennedy overthrown.
Oh,
That could have been
careful.
intercepted. Incomplete. Clock stops. 1:22.
I said this is going to be a long ball game tonight, John.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yep.
It's a good one.
We don't mind spending the extra time.
That was intended for Rutkowski. Got a hand on it, but actually getting that hand on it might have held
boy.
it up in the air just enough. But
Yep.
see, Dayton Gillen is out there, number 8.
If he's in there, he's going to be a good target right here. And they're going
There
to
it
him.
is. He's got it.
He's got it.
Touchdown. He comes back for the ball. Dayton Gillen.
Now, if anything, I thought that's where he might have gotten even pushed a little bit on that one as compared to the other one where.
Oh, 24-23 Evansville. Now do you kick or do you go for 2?
No, they're holding up.
They want to
the
go
kids.
for 2. Let's win this one right here, guys. No. Gonna kick it. 1:16 to go. 24-23. Evansville by 1. We're gonna kick it. And this will be Mason Folk. Ball down. Kick is on the way. It is good.
God, I mean,
We're tied.
He has been just perfect. Boy, what a nice weapon to have.
This is a great, and we've done a lot of games here, but I tell you what, this has got to be one of the more enjoyable.
Yeah. Well, like I said, they're just so evenly matched, John. You got 2 quarterbacks that can both throw the ball around. I mean, it's kind of Air Severson versus Eric Kennedy, but then we've also seen, man, the locomotive, the bowling ball, the semi, Chase Quell, 25 carries, 99 yards. And then on the other side, we've seen Mason Young, 13 carries, 58 yards. And Austin Schofield, 9 carries for 17 yards. Severson, quarterback, 5 for 23. I mean, this has just been an all-around pretty good, solid game by both teams, John.
Well, in Evansville, 1:16 time on the clock and 2 timeouts. Matthew Amrine going to tee it up, win behind him.
And with Severson and that arm,
Yeah,
and what'd you say, 2 timeouts?
2 timeouts. Evansville's got to be thinking, hey, we can move the ball. Here's Amrine on the approach. Kicks it deep, in and out of the end zone. Touchback will go to the 20.
Oh, and just wide left. I thought it was going to make a soccer goal down there, John.
Now, we don't know. We haven't seen Evansville attempt a field goal or an extra point
No.
by placement here. Well, 24-24. Hey, maybe get a turnover here.
That's the other side of it.
Here we go. We got to think that Severson's going to go to the air. He's got Maves and he's got Bars. Young behind him. Bars will go in motion. Here's that roll out to the right. Looking. Got a receiver. That's Maves. Cuts back upfield.
Whoa. And he took a shot. There might be somebody down on that. Boy, both players. What a collision.
Maves all the way out to the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils as we near the 1-minute mark. Evansville on the move. 2 timeouts again.
One more play and call a timeout after this one.
Severson got his receiver. Looks like it might have been underthrown, but that was Bars out at the 43-yard line.
Boy, they wasted probably 5, 6, 7 seconds there waiting to call that timeout.
47 seconds on the clock and timeout Evansville.
I would have thought they would have called it immediately with that little short 5-yard gain.
Blue Devils, they're all good here. They got 1 timeout left. Again, we don't know if the kicking game is possible or potential, but I'm guessing it is. This is just, like I said, this has just been a great high school football game. We've seen a little bit of everything. We've seen double passes and a little bit more trickery from the McFarland Spartans. Evansville pretty much just appears to be sticking to their game plan. Let's get a turnover here.
Gosh, I'm just so used to watching high school football Friday night and then waking up Saturday and getting ready for a full day of college football, but that isn't happening.
Crowd on their feet, 2nd down. Bars comes in motion. Severson again rolls, forced out of the pocket, going to throw it back the other way to Young. Young down the sideline. Did he step out?
Out of bounds too, which is important. 2 things, John. He got the 1st down, and he got out of bounds.
Steps out at the 48-yard line, 40 seconds on the clock.
Boy, they tried that throwback play again, but there was so much pressure on Severson, they didn't have enough time to set that up.
40 seconds on the clock, ball at the Evansville 48-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils.
Boy, and only a 3-man rush and a lot of deep defenders. So Severson's going to have to be real careful throwing this ball.
Again, he'll roll to the right. Got a receiver.
Oh, Irwin.
Oh, almost intercepted.
Aiden had sights not only of intercepting that ball, but sights of a pick 6 possibly.
He'll be thinking about that one.
Whoa, look at that pancake right there.
Morris just dropped.
Oh, but he was right in front, too.
Yeah, he knows it.
Yep. I like his reaction, though. Clap the hands and say, hey, that's all right. I'll get it back next time.
34 seconds, 2nd down and 10 for Evansville.
Said there's a doggone many deep defenders on this.
Severson airs it out. Got a receiver complete out of bounds at the 30.
I said the height of these guys, man, they're out jumping our defensive backs.
That is, again, Trevor Bars.
Yeah, he's been their big play man. Well, and Bars caught the 48-yard pass with 2:11 to go in the first half. Give Evansville a halftime lead at 8-7.
27 seconds on the clock.
1 timeout left, too, for the Blue Devils.
1st and 10, Evansville at the 30. Severson rolls to the left. Airs it out, throws backward. Got a receiver in and out of his hands. Incomplete.
It's just jump ball, jump ball, jump ball, isn't it, John?
Anderson there along with Blairwood. Oh, my.
Oh, boy, that was so close.
Yeah, they'll throw back that way here. 20 seconds to go.
Maves and Bars, I mean, they've got some excellent receivers here that'll go up and get the ball.
2nd down and 10 for the Blue Devils.
I think a few hearts are pounding right now.
Gonna throw into the end zone. Got a receiver out of bounds. Incomplete.
Wobbled.
Boy, Severson had to be pretty close to that line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
He had room to run.
Yeah, I was thinking he might take off with one time out and run it. And
Now there's 13 seconds to go, Bill. The ball at the 30. If you try a field goal here, if you don't get any yardage, you're looking at 47 yards, and I doubt if that's an option. Plays aren't going to take a lot of time here when you're throwing. So 3rd down and 10 for Evansville. Severson rolls, looking, got a receiver, overthrown, incomplete. 8 seconds, 4th down and 10.
And he overthrew Maves. Gosh, he had him, and he would have been out of bounds at around the, or was it Bars? I'm not sure. I think it was Bars he overthrew.
This should be the last play of regulation now because it's 4th down and 10.
So this is going to the end zone, John.
Unless they've got some trickery here. Do the old hook and ladder play.
No, this is just going straight to the end zone and a jump ball.
Should be the last play of regulation here. Again, Severson awaits the snap. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Looking. Forced out of the pocket. Throws. And it is incomplete. Oh, almost looks like he was pushed. However, Bill, there's 1 second left on the clock. 1 second left on the clock.
That was Traden Randolph on the defense, 5'10", 130-pound sophomore. Take a knee and go to overtime.
Go for it all here. Go for it all.
Boy, John, the riverboat gambler, John Wells.
Hey, go for it all.
The riverboat gambler. God, he is.
We take the knee. We go to overtime with the score. McFarland and Evansville tied up at 24. Bill, I haven't seen an overtime game in years.
No.
Can't tell you the last one I did see.
I will tell you, I saw the classic all-time high school football game right here. It featured the McFarland Spartans versus the Wanakee Warriors. I believe that B.J. Parker was the quarterback. Chad Hermanson was an end. Hermsdorf, yes. It must have been back in, trying to think of what year it was, like the 2nd round of the playoffs, I want to say. The final score was Wanakee 47, McFarland 42. Can you find that somewhere?
Actually, in 96, it was McFarland winning 45-42.
Over Wanakee?
On November 2nd in 96. And then we lost to, the next week, Evansville-Albany, 18-0. So you might be thinking that 45-42 game. We played Wanakee in 96. We lost by 14 in 97.
Huh. I could have sworn it was 47,
that might be the game you're thinking of.
Yeah, what a classic. I mean, it was.
Some of you are thinking, whoa, wait a minute. McFarland played Wanakee and Monona Grove. Yeah, we were in the Badger Conference, folks.
Yeah. Yep.
We were in the Badger Conference from 2001 to 2007. Spartans have 2 Madison Suburban Conference championships to their credit, Capital Conference 5 championships, Rock Valley Conference 4 championships. McFarland, they've appeared in the playoffs, 13 and 18 overall. Of course, there weren't playoffs before 1976, so, and I do not keep track necessarily of overtime games in my all-time stats. Though I did find a real interesting stat. I think it was a game against Lake Mills, and I want to say Lake Mills scored 1 point in a quarter. And I'm not sure how that happened.
1 point.
Well,
there is a way.
They ran back an extra point. I think it must have been fumbled or intercepted, and I think at the time the rule was you got one point. I was looking back in the old stats back in the day too, and when you had extra points, we have 2-point conversions now. These were 1 point, whether you passed or kicked or ran. So my dad back in the 40s remembers drop kicking.
Pat O'Day.
Yeah, well, you drop kick that ball, and I don't know if that's against the rules today. That might still be.
Yeah, I think you can do that.
Of course, the football, to predict its bounce is pretty tough. So, hey, folks, this is great. You are getting bonus coverage here.
As a lot of people would say, John, a lot of people probably at home are going, oh, my God. And Cather's still awake. It is getting past my bedtime, John.
Yeah, I was up, I get up my regular 4:10 every morning, so.
I said, we're pushing the envelope here tonight for both of us.
So, Bill, tell us now how overtime works.
Oh, sure. Put me on the spot, John. How this works in high school football, I believe we start from the 10-yard line, correct?
Like I told you, it's been a while since I've seen it.
There's so many different things, with pro football and that. I think it's
I've
each
seen
team
it
gets a shot at it from the 10-yard line, I think, in high school.
This has just been a great high school football
And this is going to be great. People watching the telecast go, so we got 2 broadcasters. Neither one of them knows the overtime rule and that. I said that's what's so great is because you get to see it through the eyes of 2 guys that, hey, we've watched and we have broadcast football for years and years and years and years, and yet, whatever, we don't know it all, John.
No, and that's okay.
That's
if we knew it all, we wouldn't learn anything every day.
No, and
that's what I love about teaching. I tell you, I learn something new every single day. So.
Yep. Well, and being retired and 24/7 with my wife now, I learn something new every day.
Every day.
Yep.
It's lifelong learners. All right, well, we know which side. I think Evansville won the toss. I'm going to guess they're going to
probably go on defense first, I would think. I would think that's what you always want to do, right, John?
Our mic on the official was not working, so. Though it's so quiet here, with a restricted crowd.
Yep.
You can actually hear them from the field, so.
Every person can invite 4 people, and they are on a checklist, John.
Remember going to a game in St. Petersburg, Florida, watching the Rays back before they were good. And I think we went to the indoor place, and I think there must have been about 4,000 people in the whole place. You could hear people 5 sections away talking.
Okay,
well, Bill,
John,
the rule is you
go.
start at the 25.
It's going to be like college then. It is college. Start at the 25-yard line and play it out.
And we have the ball to start. So,
correct.
2 schools of thought. If you get it second, you can kind of do what you need to do based on what your opponent did. But then again, hey, give me the ball. Let me do what I'm going to do first. Kennedy, boy, they're gonna air it out right away, and it's overthrown. Boy, again.
That's a little
gutsy call there.
Gutsy call because if indeed that ball gets intercepted, you come away with nothing, and then the other team, any form of points, wins the ball game.
So an interesting call there on first down, but hey, you gotta like it.
Tried to isolate Dayton Gillen on cornerback over there.
Now you've got 2nd down and 10. If you get a running play, you're probably going to have to come back and pass on 3rd down. There's Quell. Ducks his way through. Picks up a couple of yards, but now you're looking at 3rd down and 8.
Yeah. That might have been a little nicer if you would have seen that on 1st down, but.
Well, the thing is, you're looking at a 40-yard field goal at this point.
I'll tell you. Falk kid's got a great leg on him, John.
Yeah, we'll see. So a substitution on the line, a late substitution. Looks like Westfall comes out. 3rd down and 8, big play for the Spartans. Well, every play is a big play, especially when you're in overtime.
Yep.
Cooper going to roll to his right. And nowhere to go. He's going to get out of bounds.
About the 22-yard line, John. This would be about a 39-yard field goal. 40-yard field goal.
I'm thinking you're going for it here.
I think you're right, John. Because we haven't seen Evansville kicker, so I guess they're going to, if we don't pick it up, we're going to rely on our defense to.
Well, big play here for the Spartans, and they're going to take a timeout, and wisely so.
Yep.
Believe each team gets a timeout in overtime. I don't know if they carry forward. The scoreboard says 1 for each team.
We have a flyover, John. I think, was that?
Now we have to keep talking.
Was that the Goodyear blimp or
we
something?
have to keep talking so we don't get flagged for copyright violations during this music playing. So, isn't that correct, Andrew? So we better keep talking here.
Yeah,
so.
I guess so. Well, there might be some people that would debate it. Not with John, but myself, Andrew. But
well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here we are now with 4th down, and we're going to call it 7. Ball is at the 22. So the Spartans need to get to the 15-yard line here in overtime.
Yep.
Otherwise, the Blue Devils will get it, and any type of point will win it for Evansville. Again, that coin flip is big.
Yeah, and I agree with deferring, don't you, John? You know, some teams would say, well, no, I want to get those points on the board and put the pressure on the other team. No. This way, then, you will know at the end what you need to do when you get possession of the ball.
Uh-oh, big rush. Look out. Well, number 54 winds up with the interception there. But either way, Evansville's going to get the ball here with the chance to win it here in overtime with a field goal or a touchdown.
Question being, John, what if they would have picked that off and run it back?
I don't know in that case if that. Again, we're learning. We don't have anybody up here to clarify that for us. So.
No, and I have not been to a rules interpretation meeting.
Well, Bill, the thing is the over-under on this game was 50. So right now it's 24-24, 48 points. So
well,
we're going to be over 50
we're gonna
either
go
way.
over.
So
you're right.
We jokingly say that.
Yep.
There is no
wagering.
Here's Severson. Hand off. Johnson got some running room inside the 20, pushed out of bounds.
That's a big first down play.
I'm going to tell you, Bill, I'm going to guess the Blue Devils just going to keep that ball on the ground. Just
I agree with you,
keep
John.
punching it away. You got 8 on the first play.
Yep.
Spartans now back on your heels. You got to dig it in.
Yep, they got a big line, and I think you got Mason Young in the ball game.
They're going to they'll keep going to Young. Well, look at this little inside reverse. Johnson again.
Boy, and they're taking it outside, John.
Yeah, and down to the 10, or just inside the 10. That'll be a first down.
I guess I'm a little surprised at that call, just from the standpoint you got 2nd and 2. You know, when you go wide like that, if somebody breaks through, you get dumped for a couple yard loss, then you're looking at a longer 3rd down play. But what do I know again?
Well, again, 1st and 10. And that's Young, just rides it straight ahead.
Got big 4 yards down to the 6.
Not looking good for the Spartans here.
No. Gonna have to get a little break here, John. Well, they're spotting it at the 7.
They'll call it 2nd down and goal. Just got to dig in.
Yep.
That size up front for Evansville right now.
Look at the
difference.
size across that line,
Yeah.
John.
There's Young inside the 5. Going to bring up 3rd and goal.
This could be so very interesting, John, because they haven't even attempted to kick an extra point. So this is just going to be they'll score here, or they're going for it on 4th down.
Yeah, 3rd and goal, ball just inside the 4-yard line.
And if they get down to the 1-yard line or two, is it just going to be that quarterback push play?
And why not? I think that'll be, they're going to go straight ahead anyway. Severson down near the goal line. He's very close. I think they're going to say his knee is down just short.
I think his knee came down before he bounced in there. Gee, now there is no...
Bill, I tell you
what this is going to be.
Barring any miracle, this is going to be Severson.
Yes.
Might as well put those linemen in the backfield here. He's just going to go straight ahead.
And get pushed.
There it is.
Yep.
Touchdown, and the game ends.
Standing up. Never even hit the ground again.
So it's over here in McFarland. The Evansville Blue Devils win in overtime 30-24 over your McFarland Spartans. Again, great game. Both teams, they left it all on the field tonight.
Yes, they did. And look at the handshakes and everything else. I think both teams really know that was a highly competitive, contested game. Played, boy, with just the best in sportsmanship and everything else, John. That was very entertaining for us, as well as, I'm sure for everybody at home.
Well, you know, somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose. But hey, there's no losers out there tonight. I mean, the kids did a great job, and Evansville's got a nice team, but by far the best showing by the Spartans this year. They do fall to 0-3. They do go to Jefferson next week, and then in 2 weeks we'll be back here when the Whitewater Whippets come to town, and you know, that should be a pretty even match game there too, I think. So again, the Evansville Blue Devils come out on top tonight in overtime. Final score of 30-24. John Wells sending it over to Bill. Bill, any final reminders here?
Okay, we'll put a wrap on this. So once again, final score tonight. Evansville Blue Devils 30, McFarland Spartans 24. On behalf of McFarland Cable, WMCF staff, Stephanie the Queen Miller, Andrew the Bearded Wonder Mastermind Day, Nick Boom Boom Boucher, BB Benny Becks, and Patrick Hasty Tasty, as well as John Wells, our golden voice of McFarland Athletics and play-by-play announcer, and myself, Bill the Big K Cather, who did stats commentary and some other stuff. We hope that you have all enjoyed tonight's telecast. It's our hope that we provided athletes with another special memory, as well as provided an opportunity to view these athletes and their accomplishments for many of you who couldn't attend for a variety of reasons. So we thank you for your continued support as viewers. So signing off, I will say God bless, stay healthy, stay safe, stay positive, and good evening from McFarland, Wisconsin, USA.